Did you hear about the winter arc? Well, this is a goal and discipline system that helped me a lot and is helping lots of people on the internet because this system is viral. And this is actually a great opportunity not to wait until the end of a year to say once again, well, this year I didn't change a lot in my life. Let me start from January 1st. So winter arc is a period that goes between November 1st, someone says it's October 1st, but I do prefer November 1st until February 1st because it's more like winter season. It's a season to settle down, to look in, to reflect, to journal, to see what's happening in your life, what you haven't accomplished throughout the warm time of the year. And October is still like in between of those seasons, so I like to start with November. And if you haven't started, it's totally fine. Start as soon as you see this video. My name is Victoria and I'm a new creator on YouTube, and this is actually going to be my first video, but I do have microblogs on Instagram and TikTok, and I like to talk about wellness, about health, about beauty, about self-care, self-love, about style, and like everything that is important to me that I want to bring out to the world and that I wish that someone was telling me before, and the information that I wish I could find when I was 16, 18, 20, and a girlfriend that I wish I had at that age. So if this resonates with you, just subscribe to my Instagram and TikTok, and let's be friends. So let me tell you more about what is a winter arc. So this is a season, a winter season between November and February, when people tend to go a little more lazy, where they tend to go out a little more, have fun more, spend a lot of money on unneeded things, unneeded clothes, gifts, etc. But since it's a winter, it's actually a great time to look in, to be with yourself, to sit with your journal, to reflect on your life, on this year, on what you accomplished, what you did not accomplish, and actually set the goals and just go for them, but with love, being smart, being wise, and actually getting ready to enter this winter not a loser, but actually a winner and someone who accomplished at least one goal. I used to practice the periods that go before the new year for 3 months, it's October, November and December, but this time I'm actually trying to go with this winter arc, and I do want to put my system of setting goals and achieving them into this winter arc. And today I want to share how to do those goals, how to accomplish them, and how to do it with the love to yourself. Step number 1 is gonna be journal and reflect. Get cozy here, get warm, set up a candle, grab some tea. Make sure no one is gonna bother you for a few hours. This is the time for yourself. I recommend to put some relaxing music, to meditate a little bit, to let go of the stress, maybe do some yoga before, some stretching, some yin yoga, and then get into process. And the process is gonna be a tough truth with yourself. Write down everything that you are not happy about in your life. Write down everything that you wanted to accomplish and you didn't accomplish. Write down everything that is sucking your energy, everything that you don't like, maybe even people that you hang out with and you understand they don't serve you good. Just be tough here, face the truth, face the reality, face the maybe unwanted trauma that keeps intervening in your life and making your life miserable and makes you break in the relationship with people, or stops you from creating, from pursuing your dreams, etc. Just be honest here. No one is judging, no one is watching you, no one is gonna come and like put your nose into this, like, wow, how you did this, why are you doing this, why are you not doing that? No, no one is gonna do that. You're doing that for yourself and from love to yourself. But at this moment, we are being a little bit more tough. And once you're done with that, you might cry not one tear. You might be going over like, oh, I'm so miserable, I'm so bad. And at this moment, we are going to write at least 10 things that we are good at, that we accomplished in this year, throughout our life. It can be even something like, I'm a good friend, I'm a good mom, I'm a good teacher, or this year I grew the tree or flowers in my garden. something that you did with love, something that you're good at, something you accomplished, even if you never could lose those 2 kilograms, and this year you finally did that. It's not a lot, but you did that. And at this moment of self-reflection, we are going to be proud of ourselves as if we are our own little babies. Don't forget to thank yourself, thank the God, and thank the world, your family, your friends, and just write it down. And after that, we are going back to the list that we are not satisfied with, and here we are gonna write down what we want instead. This is going to be your foundation for your winter arc. And this step is transferring us into a step 2, which is gonna be your life's mission. And here we are getting creative. Think about your life, think about your missions, think about how you want to see your life, how you want to see yourself, how you want your daily routine, daily life to be, what people you want to be surrounded with, what values you want to bring to the world, how you want to be helpful to the world, how do you want the world to respond back to you. Think about what is bringing the love to your life, what sets your soul on fire, like something that you do want to be committed to. It's not about only money. Okay, it's good, money will help you achieve lots of stuff, but in the long way, it's just not gonna be your fuel. It's not gonna be enough. The hunger for money, it will disappear. It won't motivate you for a long time. But if there is something like this incredible version of yourself that is so happy, that is so respectful, so talented, so creative, so helpful to the people, to the world, like doing something interesting, that person, that version of yourself, that is gonna set you on fire, set your soul on fire, and make you wake up every day. One note here, write it down as if it already happened. Like, I am living my best life. I'm waking up every day at this hour. I'm eating this fresh food from farmer's market, or I am living in the island. I'm living in this city. Then I'm doing that. And in my life, I have these people. I'm doing this. I accomplished those goals. Be creative. Again, no one is watching. No one is judging. Just put everything that's hidden in your heart on the paper. And for the step 3, out of what you are created for your dream life, for your dream goals, for your mission, you are going to choose 1 to 3 goals for this winter arc. For example, you can look at your goal that you understand you will accomplish in 5 years, and try to see what the steps would be of those goals for the first year of this goal, and then break it down to what you can start with and what you need to start doing right now in this next 3 months. For example, those 3 months might be developing a good healthy routine to accomplish a more healthy, more fit, and more happy body, increasing your income and growing your following, for example. And the note here, be optimistic but be realistic, and don't push yourself way too hard. We are pushing ourselves, but not too much. And just please don't put more than 3 or 5 goals, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to come to the end of this challenge and look at your notes and say, oh my God, again, I haven't accomplished those goals, and just go stressful over yourself. Please don't. If it's one goal that you think that you will be committed to, then put a one goal, but just know that you are gonna showing off every day for yourself. And the step number 4 would be breaking down your goals into steps. For example, if we're talking about increasing your income, and the steps might be looking for a new job, or applying for increase, or maybe if you are satisfied with your current job, maybe looking for some side hustle that will have perspective in the future, or maybe getting a new course and learning how to be a nutritionist or a coach, or something else, or starting your blog, or starting a business. Just break down the goals that you can do right now. Or for example, if it's like you want a fit body, that the goals for sure would be getting your eating routine better, starting doing some sports, working out, drinking more water, doing massages, and learning more about the subject of body health and body fitness. And again, please be realistic here. If the only step that you can commit to is doing 5K steps daily, go for it. Just make sure you are consistent. Make sure that you are doing it every day, and make sure that it pushes you out of limits, out of your own limits for a little bit. Like if you never walked in your life and you're way too lazy and your body is just not moving and it's dying and it's hurting, 5K would be enough for you. And just start with that. Don't be overwhelmed. If you understand that, like, okay, I can do for 5K, I can work on my diet, I can maybe work out twice per week, I can do some yoga, I can do, if this is more relevant to you, if you did it before, if you are already on the track of building your good discipline, then go for it again. Be optimistic, but be realistic. And next I want to share with you a few examples of winter arc if you don't know where to start, but you understand that you need to start changing something. The first step that I would suggest to introduce to your life, it will be a daily walks, daily beauty walks, 5 to 10K daily. And again, if you're never walking, if that's too much for you, just start with a 30 minutes walks and then make it into a 10. Second would be daily moving of your body, not only walking but actually moving, stretching, doing some yoga, doing some mat pilates, going to the gym once or twice per week. Then I will work on improving your healthy habits, learning about it. There's lots of good info on YouTube. Stop thinking that dieting is a good healthy eating habits. They are not. You are just starving your body from good micronutrients that your body wants, and then in the future it's just gonna talk back very badly to your body. Next, you can accomplish something like posting daily. I commit to posting daily on TikTok, at least once a TikTok per day, and once a week for YouTube. For example, maybe working on your sleep routine, setting up the time to go bed between 10 to 11 and waking up around 6 and 7, and also maybe adding some evening routines into your life when you wind down, when you relax, when you put relaxing music, when you dim the lights, when you avoid social media, avoid your phones, avoid blue lights from computer, from the phone, get your book and do some breathing routine, some meditation, and getting ready for the bed and for the good rest, so you can wake up being relaxed, being restored, and being ready for the new day. And my advice, if you don't know where to start, always start with your health. You will need your body for your entire life. It is your vehicle, it is your fuel, your energy, and it is your home, and it is not going anywhere, and you cannot change it. You were given the only one body from the God. Take care of it, and it will take you as far as you want. And please, please don't make your goal losing fat. Just don't do that. Instead, make your goal a setting up a good, healthy, full of movement, full of action, full of good nutrient food, daily life, daily routine that you will accomplish throughout your whole life. Make your goal being healthy, being flexible, being fit, being active, being productive, being happy, having a good hormonal balance in your system, a good stress relief system in your body, just being a happy and healthy human, and then all the other things such as losing fat will come together. Start with booking your appointment with the doctor. Check your lab tests. Check your vitamins and micro ingredients. Check how your hormone system is working. Check how your nervous system is working. Just take care of your health and see what needs attention. Balance your meals and learn how to eat healthy. How to build your plates to have all needed micro ingredients. What to buy from the stores. How often to eat. For the girl, I would suggest to look into menstrual cycle syncing and seeing that during different period of our cycle we need to eat differently, we need to work out differently, we need to work differently, and we need to take care of ourselves differently. And I do sincerely believe that that kind of system and work with ourselves is gonna help the hormonal system to be better. And I know the people that it helped to get rid of some hormonal diseases, and just look into how cool and how amazing the woman body is, and how you can work with this in a feminine, not a masculine way. And of course, start moving your body every day. Our body from the ancient time are built to be moving from the sunrise to the sunset. Before you want to go into the gym, into the muscle building routine, I highly recommend you to look into your posture, to work with your posture, to work with your pelvic floor, to work with your feet, because often, maybe 99.9% often, it is the first problem that people have, and this balance in your body is gonna create lots of other problems that you can't even imagine that they are linked in between. Go to YouTube, there are lots of online classes on how to work with your posture. Do yoga, do stretching, do some mat pilates, work on your muscles with your own body weight, and then once, twice per week you can go to the gym and work a little more harder, push a little more harder. I am fan of reformer pilates. If you've never tried it, just try it. It is super exhausting, super calorie burning, and super muscle burning, and I do love that a little more than the gym. For me, the gym is a bit more like masculine energy, and I do love to go to the gym when I need that energy in my life. And remember, you come first, the world come next. If you are unhealthy, unhappy, unstable, you cannot accomplish another goals. And don't try to say here, oh, I need lots of money to be healthy. That is not true. You can work out at home, you can walk outside, grocery shopping for a good healthy food in some lower price markets. Like for example, in Los Angeles we have these Vallarta markets, and like if you go and shop for your fruits, for your healthy carb, for your healthy meats in there, and cook from your home, this will cost you a lot less than the cheap fast food that you're eating every day. And trust me, in a long term, you don't even need to wait until you hit 60 or even 50. Nowadays, even from 25, 30 years old, people who are living those kind of lives, they start to suffering with lots of diseases, and they need to spend lots of money on doctors and pills because their health is crumbling down, and the doctors, they unfortunately do not help you to be healthy. And here are some rules that I am trying to follow in my life, and I do suggest you to look into those. Healthy eating and movement, we already talked about it. Consistent sleep and waking up schedule. 5 to 10 minutes daily meditation, breathing technique, maybe walking without any phone and just breathing and observing what is around you. Evening journaling for at least 5 to 10 minutes to just unwind and clear your mind and put everything that is bothering you on the notebook, on the paper, and trust me, it just helps a lot, and it makes you a lot more calm, and it feels like you talked to the person. Like for example, you're experiencing some toughness with the person, but you just cannot express it to that person, and if you're writing it down, it just makes your mind a lot more calm. Gratitude and manifestation techniques, I suggest you to write it down 5 or 10 at least every evening, maybe after you journaled, or maybe before you go to bed and you're already falling asleep. Just name those 5 things that you're grateful for and 5 things that you want to manifest into your life. Spend more time with your family, maybe do Sundays with your family, or they are in another country, maybe have more often calls with them, call them every Sunday, talk with them on the camera, just be more present with your family, with your older family, your parents, your grandparents, and with if you have your current family, your kids, your husband. Just be more conscious that you are not only your work, you are a human, you are your family, and you are the people that you are surrounded with. Of course, limit social media. I don't need to say here much, just put those limits. Don't spend more than at least 2 hours, which is still a lot, like it's too much. Put your limits to 1 hour on social media. Just try to build your life the way that is so interesting, so exciting, that you don't need that cheap dopamine anymore in your life. And I'm struggling with that myself. This is the disaster of our century, but just limit your social media time. And one more cool habit that helps me a lot is turning off notifications, especially notifications from your social media. Just trust me on that. The world is not gonna disappear, it's not gonna burn if you turn off your notification. This is gonna just help your nervous system to relax and not to be alarmed every 3 seconds that when some notifications pops up on your phone. And of course, we need a vision board. We cannot go into this life without a vision board. Just try to be creative here. Put it on a wall that you can see every day when you're waking up, or put it in the mirror in your bathroom. Like every day when you brush your teeth, when you do your makeup, you're just gonna look at that vision. Put it everywhere. Put it on your desktop, on your phone. I also like to create Pinterest boards, and anytime when I feel like I need some extra motivation, I'm just going through my Pinterest board and seeing what I want my life to look like, what I want my winter season to look like, what I want myself to look like. And even though this technique is about locking in, we are not trying to isolate ourselves from the whole world. The key here and overall in your life is balance. Make some space for joy, for meeting with your friends, for meeting with your family, to go into some Christmas fairies, to some Christmas events, going to the movies, go to the oceans, go to the parks, to new places, new cities. Make something that inspires you. But just be more smart and more wise here. Instead of eating a late night full dinner with alcohol drinks, just choose instead to go with your friends to the lunch and eat some healthy food, drinking with some smoothie, or maybe even eating that burger that you've been craving for such a long time, but doing it not late in the evening and more in the first time of the day, and then going for some activity after that with like some walking, I don't know, cycling or something interesting that you can burn whatever you already ate with excitement and with fun, and not blaming yourself late at night and eating this burger and crying, oh my god, again I'm doing this. No, just balance your life. And I try to live my life by this 80 and 20% rule, where 80% I am trying to stay productive, trying to stay healthy, and 20% I'm letting myself to do those guilty pleasures, such as watching TV shows, eating some bad food, eating some sweets, and whatever your guilty pleasure is. But again, make it more wise in the way that it's not too harmful to yourself. So just don't forget to spoil yourself and to reward yourself every week. Understand that this is not a punishment, this is not controlling of yourself, that this is you maybe even the first time in your entire life showing the true love to yourself. You are no longer feeding your body and your brain with the fast dopamine that is slowly destroying your life. Instead, you are giving yourself a real, nourishing, high quality fuel that will take you and your vehicle, your home, your temple of love to incredible goals, to incredible life, to incredible happiness. And you deserve that life by default, just because you are you, just because you are human, just because you are the creation of God. And don't ever let anyone take that from you. It is just a time to show to the life that you are worth it and that you remembered your worth. You don't need to earn it, you just need to remember it. So this is the all points that I wanted to share with you again. It is my first video on YouTube. I hope it was interesting, it was structured, it was understandable. I know my pronunciation can be a little hard to understand. English is not my first language, but I would love your support, your likes, your comments, and I'm wishing you a very warm, very productive, very self-reflectory, very self-encouraging, very loving and warm winter. And I wish you to have the people in your life that will be very supportive, very understandable, and very loving, and they will actually join you in this challenge, and you won't feel like you need to cut off some people from your life, that you need to explain yourself to someone. I just wish you to have your kind of people in your life. Okay, bye, because I can go on long and long.